Hi guys, welcome back. I'm actually really excited for today's video. So yeah, let's just get into it. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my book journal and like how I set it up and everything, as well as showing you guys my Notion. So I'm really excited. So let's get into this. I think we're going to start with our journal. Okay guys, I switched over to my phone so I can show you guys better because it's hard to hold my iPad, but I'm gonna show you guys in my book journal. I bought this at Walmart. You can get it pretty much anywhere, but that's where I bought it. When you open it, it just says Mad's reading journal. Ignore that and ignore everything else that you can see. I have to edit and draw some things in, but yeah. And then the next page I have my rating system. So 1 star, would not recommend. 2 star, not really great. 3 stars, it was good, I enjoyed it. 4, loved it, would recommend. And 5, love, love, love. Obviously half ratings and all that stuff, but yeah. Then my next page, I have my 2024 reading goals. So my reading goals are read 50 books, read 15% of the books I already have. So this is basically for whenever I made this, however many books I had at the time making this counts as this. Anything after does not. Read more genres and only buy 5 books a month at most unless it's a new release or next in a series. The next page I have is my series tracker. So I have the Chestnut Springs, Magnolia Parks. I read the first 2 books in that series. I should have added them, I know, but I didn't because that was last year. So I wanted to just specifically do this year. And then the Addicted Calloway, already read the first 2. The Knock 'Em Out series, The Boys of Tommen, and I've read the first 3. The Dreamland Billionaire series, I've read the first one. The Windy City series, The Friend Zone, which is an interconnected standalone series. You don't have to read them in that order. The Never After series, The Kings of Sin, which is King of Wrath, King of Pride, and King of Greed. The Twisted series, Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. And then it continues on to the next 2 pages, and then I have ACOTAR, read the first one. Throne of Glass, Crescent City, Renegades, Kingdom of the Wicked series, 6 of Crows, The Hunger Games, the entire Shadow series, The Inheritance Games, The Edens, Cat and Mouse, Dirty Air, Crown of Nixia, which is The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I think that's what it is. And then The War of Lost Hearts. I have some more that are on my Notion that aren't in here that I need to add in here, but that's that so far. And then I skipped it in case I needed to add more series. And this is where we get unfinished, but I have my 2024 in books, and this is how I set it up. So down here we have the months color-coded. Ignore my nails, they look so bad. The months color-coded, so January all the way to December. And then we come over here, and obviously we have my January, and then we have my February. I basically just made 10 books in 5 rows. That equaled 50 books because that is my goal. So yeah, so basically how I do this is I make sure that none of the same month colors are in the same row and all that stuff. I try to make sure they're all kind of split up, but at the end of each month or towards the end of each month, I fill this in. Then I also skip 2 pages in case I wanted to add more books if I ended up reading more than 50 books. Then we have my 24 books to read in 2024. I basically drew out these books and then added in the books that I want to get to this year. So we have ACOTAR, Funny Story, Wild Love, Binding 13, Fourth Ring, Powerless, Things We Never Got Over, One Dark Window, Prison Healer, Into the Dark, Swift and Saddled, The Short List, Love Redesigned, The Serpent and the Wings of Night, The Fine Print, Ghosted, Mile High, Divine Rivals, By a Thread, Addicted for Now, Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow, Yours Truly, Love Theoretically, and Hooked. And as you can see, I have a few marked off already, so super proud and happy about that. Then you get into my monthly status. So basically I did this all the way until December, and I basically write the number of books I read, the number of genres, and how many physical books they were. So basically this means if I have the physical copy, that counts, but if I just chose a random book on Kindle Unlimited to read, that does not count. So as you can see, I've done pretty good the first 2 months, but at the end of each month or toward the end of each month, like I said, I go in and fill out all this information. And this is continued. Then we get into my monthly spreads. So we have January here. They're not too much. I just kind of keep it simple, but for each month I will do the monthly spread, and then I will print out the books that I read that month. So for January I read Binding 13, and I wrote the dates that I read them and the rating that I gave them, and then I read Divine Rivals, Keeping 13, and Ruthless Vows. So yeah, like I said, I write the dates that I read them and then the rating underneath. Then we have, I don't like putting anything on this page, it's just too hard, so I just always skip this page. But then we have my February spread, which is super cute, and then the books that I read in February, The Fine Print, Ghosted, Saving Six, and A Court of Thorns and Roses. And like I said, I write down the dates that I read them and their ratings. And then lastly, for my book journal, I have the monthly spread for March. These are looking a little odd. And then on this page, I will print out all the books I read and their ratings and the dates that I read them. But that is my book journal for now. So that is how I set up my book journal. But yeah, I usually fill it out. As I go, but I'm really trying to get myself to do it at the end of the month, just so I can do everything at once and just have fun with it. I usually set a day to where I just fill this all out, and then also do my next monthly spread, which I enjoy so much. I go on Pinterest and just get my ideas off there. It's really fun and therapeutic, and I just put on a show and I do that. So that is all for my book journal. We are now going to move on to my Notion, and I just created this like last month. So, hi guys, this is Editing Madison. The clip of me showing you guys the Notion and me talking are not in sync. I have tried doing that like 5 times, and I've refilmed both videos, or both parts of the video. So just know that they are not in sync. They're pretty close, but it's gonna be kind of annoying, but I'm sorry. Okay guys, hopefully this works. I'm having trouble figuring this out to be able to show you guys this and it be on the same time. So hopefully it's on the same time. So basically, this is my Notion setup. I got this from Pinterest. And then we have the welcome back thing, and then I need a page, and these are all my pages. And then I have 2 little aesthetic looking pictures, my reminder of my reading goal, and then this I got on the internet. I don't remember how I did it, but then you just click it or minus it, however many books you read. I think I've read 9 so far. And then we have a calendar view on here of my YouTube little schedule. And then you go back up and here's all of this. So if you want to do something like this, you click the plus sign, this will pop up, you hit page, we'll just type in books, then you can add an icon, you can have it be whatever, you can change it, I'm just going to leave that for right now. And then you can have an empty page and you can type in whatever, or you can hit the plus thing again and scroll down. And you'll get table view, board view, gallery view, list view, calendar view, however you want. If you want to hit table view and then new database. So I actually have a table in one of my other tabs, so I will quickly show you guys how I did it. So basically you can rename this and you can name it the book, and you can put the books in here. We'll just put Binding 13. And then in this column, you can change it. So you can edit property. You can go to it where it's multi-select and then add option, and we'll just type in March for the fun of it. And that way when you click on here, you can add it as if you read it in March or whatever. You guys will see more of this when I show it to you in one of my other little things. But yeah, then you can just add different properties. You can do genre and hit here and type in fantasy, and that way when you go down you can hit that. So that is how I did that. And then I also have a few gallery views, so I will show you guys how I quickly did that. You hit gallery view, it's in the same little thing as the table, new database, and it'll pull this up. You can rename it, we'll just name it books for the fun of it, and you can delete all of that, you don't need it. And then it'll title it here, but if you want a different cover for this, you can just download it or copy and paste a picture in there. I already have one set up for this purpose, but you just add it in here and then it'll show up on the screen here, and you can do that for however many ones you want. You can add a new one and however many you want. So that is that. I'm going to go in and delete this, but these are my little links, so let's just go through them. So my 2024 reading goals, a lot of this is the same as my book journal, but we have my 4 little reading goals, and then we have 2 little pictures here, just got them off Pinterest. We have Emily Henry, and then just this little fantasy fun one. Then when you go back, we have YouTube on the next one. So basically this is the table view. So in this one we have the video that I uploaded, the month and the day I uploaded it. So basically if we just type in like March TBR, if it will not autocorrect, TBR video, and then when you click on this, I showed you guys this earlier a few seconds ago, but you can choose the month that you uploaded it in, and then the day will come up on a calendar. You just choose the calendar little thing. We're gonna delete this because obviously this is not staying on here, but that is that. Then we go back and we have my monthly TBR. So basically, like I said, this is the gallery view I was talking about, and I showed you guys how to change everything. But I have all the way from January to December. Basically, when you click on it and you scroll down, we have my TBR from that month and if I read those books. And then we'll do February. Same thing, except I didn't read Mile High or When in Rome. And then we have my March TBR, and these are the books that I chose for March in my TBR video. And then I will fill it out for the rest of the months, and that is all that is on this page. Then you go back and we have all things books. So we have my reading goal up here, and then my reading goals. This won't be filled out to the end of the year probably, but yeah. Then we have my 24 books of 2024 that I want to read, and they're just all listed here. Then we have this table, and this is my 2024 reads. So we have the book here. This one is blank. I took it out for the sole purpose of this video because this video comes out before that does. So then we have the rating, the genre, the page count, the month, and then the average rating. Basically you just take that same rating and you put it here, and then you can average it out. So when you add the table, you'll just go over here and it'll originally say calculate, and then you can average it out in the last column. Like I said, you guys can do and change these things to do drop down, so when you click on it you can change it. We have nonfiction, YA, thriller, fiction, fantasy, and romance. So yeah. Then we have my monthly reads. Again, this is another gallery view. So we have January, the books and their ratings that I read in January. And then my February reads are the same setup. And then my March reads are the same. I took out the title of this book for this video because it does not come out. But that is that. And that is all I have on this little thing. And then we go back. And then we have my physical TBR tracker. So basically this is another table view. In this column we have all of the books on my physical TBR. And this is all of the books before when I made my reading journal. And then we have progress. So when you click on it, you can have haven't read, DNF, read, or reading. So I really like coming in here and filling all of that out as well. And then in the last one, we have the genres. Again, you just click on it and you have all your genres. Very fun. That is my physical TBR. Then we go back and we have the books bought after the original physical TBR. So books bought after all those books, which as you can see are these 4. I need to add a couple in. And then the progress is the same. Little setup, and then the genre is also the same. Then you can go back and we have my series tracker. These are all the same as my book journal except for a few. Let me get to those. Okay, so we have the Bromance Book Club, The Naturals, The Mortal Instruments, 1,000 Boy Kisses. I know this really isn't a series, but I just put it there. Devil's Night, Once Upon a Broken Heart, The Shepherd King, which is One Dark Window, Maple Hills, Bright Side, Off Campus, The Influencer, The Calamity Montana, The Prison Healer, Powerless, which is by Lauren Roberts, The Dark Verse, The Rebel Blue Ranch, and The Gold Rush Ranch. So I just go in here and click which ones I've read. So super fun. And then we go back and we have books to buy, which is quite a few of them. I'm not going to sit here and list them all, but if they are series, I just kind of put next to it which ones in the series that I needed. Like the Mortal Instruments, I have the first one, but I need 2 through 6. So that's kind of how that is set up. I'm not going through all of these because there is a lot. Then the last little page I have is my fave books. So we have Magnolia Parks, The Ballad of Never After, Daisy Jones and the Six, Addicted to You, Beach Read, The Naturals, Flawless, Happy Place, The Long Game, the first 3 books in the Boys of Tommen series, and Divine Rivals. I'm sure the rest of the series of this will be on here, as well as most likely Akhtar and whatever other books I love from this year. And these are some books that I have read in the past year or 2, but that is all. So that is my entire Notion tour and book journal tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoyed showing you guys this. I hope it inspires you to start a Notion or your book journal or both. And yes, I definitely 100% recommend you guys doing this. It's so fun. And yeah, it's just so fun to sit down and fill out all this information and then sit down and start your Notion and then like set up your book journal. It's really, really fun. So I hope you guys get some ideas from this, and I will see you guys when I see you.